This is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
Well,
I'm Dan.
And Dan, being our guest, you want to give us a little bit of info about yourself?
Sure. Hey guys, I'm Nerd Talk Dan, but you can call me Dan. I'm a YouTuber who's on the cusp of making it big or failing completely. I talk about pop culture, movies, TVs, and games. First of all, you guys know the great Rod Serling?
Repeat that?
Do you know Rod Serling from The Twilight Zone?
yes.
Oh, yes.
He had this great quote that people will always pay attention to a story told well, and it's something that I think is a philosophy of the content I'm making. Is I love a good story and thinking about how that a story kind of reverberates through their universe. Something that immerses me and kind of makes me happy. So that's what my channel's about. In other news, I'm a Leo, and just having fun. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for having me today.
Thanks
You're
for coming
welcome.
on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. So, part of the reason why we asked him to come on was because we watched this video on Halo, and that will come later in one of our episodes this week. Seems like he's got a very big background on Halo. And if you want to get some more information on the Halo universe, I recommend you check his channel out. All right, so subject of our Manic Monday episode, since Will forgot to say it's Manic Mondays.
Manic Mondays. There you go. I filled it in.
Well, first off, it's Will's birthday today.
Actually, it was yesterday.
Because you'll be watching tomorrow. But today,
Happy birthday, Will.
Thank you.
right now, we're experiencing Will's birthday. So, Will, why don't you tell us the subjects for today's video?
All right. Well, today's subjects will bring a smile to your face about how wonderful gaming companies are nowadays, and how genuine and how much they really give you a bang for your buck in today's market. So our topics today are Activision and COD Mobile and their rigged roulette machines. And then secondly, how Bethesda continues to try to screw us over with Fallout 76. All right, so let's jump into COD Mobile first. You guys have any comments on that?
Well, anytime you implement a roulette or loot box based system, you know that there are odds that are not in your favor to get what you want. First and foremost. The second thing is it's there to make money, right? So to get a worthwhile piece, you're going to have to invest a certain number of dollars or cents, right? 99 cents, $2.99, $5.99, $10.99. Sometimes it might even be something ridiculous like $150. Who knows? But it sounds to me like this one's going to cost you at least $100 to get what you want.
Yep, it's $200, I think, to get the entire Halloween pack. And just to jump back in here, I guess, they do say their drop rates for each item. So, like, their epic items and common items. However, if you look at what is considered epic and common, they actually haven't switched. So they say the epics drop every 46% of the time or something like that. And what the epic actually is the common items, the items that no one actually wants. So there are quite a few videos where people have actually gone through, paid all the money, and you can see how everyone keeps rolling the same things and never getting what would actually be considered a true epic item until you pay it's like the 10th or 11th roll, and by that point you've paid $200.
What's your experience with this type of strategy in business, Dan?
Yeah, I play one mobile game, and the the loot box mechanic and the down, what would you call it? The subtle gambling mechanic of it all kind of bothers me, especially since they're marketing usually to kids. It makes me very uncomfortable, and it's just frustrating for me because I'm watching whales get massive power-ups, but most of us just don't have the funds to put thousands of dollars into a mobile game to get a new skin or an extra power-up,
A new skin wouldn't bother me, though. I mean, really, a new skin would never necessarily bother me. It's the amount of money it costs to get that skin. It should just be up front. This is how much this skin costs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I don't like pay to win in general. So
Exactly.
if it was just okay, here's the store, you can pay money to get a new avatar, a new gun skin, that would be fine. But when it becomes integral to game progression, then I'm a
Hmm.
little bit more. This is a little bit skeevy.
I would agree with that, and that's basically been my opinion all along with any type of microtransaction downloadable content. Will and I covered that. Was it last week we covered that? Downloadable content, microtransactions, or was that 2 weeks ago? It was 2 weeks
And that's
ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
We had some very long, well thought out opinions on that episode, but today it's just microtransactions
Yeah.
suck.
There
Well,
are
I mean,
definitely
I guess the
long
question
opinions.
is, yeah,
Sorry.
how would a game company make money off a freely distributed app? I mean, what should their business model be? I guess.
Well, loot boxes are the problem, right? I mean, if you're gonna sell the skins people want, and you're gonna throw like dangle the carrot in front of them, like here's how many it's gonna take you to get there, and then you buy like I don't know $60 worth of loot boxes, which is as close to gambling as you can get without actually gambling. It's just a nasty practice. If you want people to buy the skins, then say, okay, you can have like these 5 skins for $10. All right, you'll still make the money, but people will actually get what they want.
Exactly. And then you can have like limited time items where like you have to buy within the month of October, things like that. Instead of that randomized piece where you're spending $100 before you even get what you want.
That just drives me nuts. I like. There's been times where even in Clash of Clans, I had considered buying things, right? But Clash of Clans was never a loot box based system. You could go into their store, pick what you wanted, pay for it, and then I think you had to buy gems first, and then the gems would be like in-game currency, which you could use to buy the things that you wanted quicker, which you could still get without having to buy the gems at all. But I
This
liked
is what
that
I'm
much
talking
better.
about. Someone actually went through and saw how the rolls would happen, and they never got that skeleton skin or the gun until the last roll. You can actually, if you fast forward this, he actually has them all placed onto the icon, onto that screen, so you can see how their rolls fall out. It's pretty cool. Oh, went too far. Maybe the quartering doesn't have the
There it
whole
is.
video.
There it
Yeah,
is.
see, so it wasn't until that last roll that they actually got the items that they wanted.
See, that's ridiculous. I mean, can you imagine some kids playing this? Like, Mom, if I roll 5 times, I'll get this. And they roll 5 times, and they're like, oh, 5 more times. Oh, 5 more times. It's just going to make a kid want to keep spending their parents' money.
Sure.
Mhm.
Well, there have been cases over by me where a student or a high school student was so addicted to the game and they had access to their parents' credit card.
Mm-hmm.
So they spent in the range of $30,000 on this game.
Really?
And their parents are now, they're in debt. They're like, well, we owe this money because he was doing this in his room, just he kept buying things. He wasn't aware of the concept of spending real money.
How old was the kid?
I want to say about 14, 15.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, see, and that's the problem I have with all these things. Like, if you're gonna have these games, then I guess parents need to be more vigilant about it and understand what it is that their kids are doing, because that stuff's gonna happen if you don't police what your kids are doing. And for older parents that are like me, I know exactly what to look for when my kids get older, but older parents, they're not used to this mobile transaction app economy, and it's not going to be easy to transition to that if you're not used to it.
Right. Well, it's hard for the older generation to keep up with current technology. You'll never be as
Right.
plugged in as children, right? So
So
All right, you guys want to jump over to Fallout real quick?
that's what I was just going to say. So are you talking about Fallout first here?
Yes, I am.
That's ridiculous. I mean, it's a $60 game. They released it 2 years ago now, right? And they're
It makes perfect sense.
$100 for a subscription
Yeah.
to a game that came
You
out 2
already
years ago.
paid $60 for a broken game. what is another $100 for an even more broken game? Seriously, Chris, it makes total sense.
If you want to kill the entire fan base of Fallout 76, this is how you do it, and then you move on, I guess. Like, hey, we don't want to develop for this game. Let's see if we can charge people $100 a year to keep it going. Like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a big Fallout fan to begin with, so I'm not. It's not going to affect me at all. But anybody that bought Fallout 76, it sucks for.
Yeah, this costs more than Game Pass.
Yeah, and there's much better games on Game Pass.
Yeah, like Fallout 3.
What about you, Dan? Did you hear about this?
Just what Will sent me, but so just to clarify, Fallout 76 is an MMO?
It is, but it's a $60 game that was never marketed as an MMO.
Yeah, that's what gets me is
it was
when you
marketed
sell something
as a single-player game.
Yeah, that sounds like bad marketing on their part and kind of
It's scummy.
Yeah, but $60 too for an MMO seems a lot. Like WoW is the most popular MMO, right? And how much does that cost a month?
It's $15 last I checked. Might be up to 20. But they never said that this was going to be a full-blown MMO. It was supposed to be a $60 game where you would have access to an MMO-type world that wasn't going to be the same kind of maintenance as WoW. Like, WoW has a lot of maintenance. So the costs kind of make sense because you got to keep your employees on board to keep developing for it. This was not meant to be a continuously developed game for like the next 10 years. Like WoW has been, what, 20 years? 30 years? I have no idea now at this point. It's been a long time, though.
Mm-hmm. And this game, Fallout 76, was supposed to have 15 times the detail of Fallout 4. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Todd and I were talking about that.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to just work. It wasn't supposed to have any bugs. And it was supposed to be amazing. And if you watch any video on it, it's a buggy piece of crap. And immediately dropped to like $40 within the first couple weeks. And there's just a whole bunch of craziness around it. So like the duffel bag that they sent for the collector's edition wasn't actually canvas. It was made out of nylon, so people are mad about that.
Right.
False advertising. And then they recalled those helmets. Did you see that?
Yeah, because they had mold in them.
There's a fungus growing in them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't. So what happened?
Have you seen these helmets? They're
There's
really
a
cool.
special
looking.
edition helmet that's really cool. It's like from the helmets in the game. And essentially, they had to recall the red version because there's a mold growing in it.
Oh god.
This is what it looks like. Hold on. Oh, this is even the article about it. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
It's a good looking helmet, but where did the mold come from?
I guess it was just not designed in a way that would not allow the mold to grow.
Yeah.
I really don't know, but they basically said if anybody is wearing this and sweats in it, boom, mold. You don't think there's going to be gamers that are going to wear this and sweat? I mean, come on. How dumb can you be releasing this?
Yeah. It sounds like, that's some
poses
bad
a risk of respiratory infections, especially those with compromised immune systems, damaged lungs, or an allergy to mold. Great. Yeah, I mean, Fallout 76 continues to be the darling of horrible games.
Yeah.
Like, just, it can't get worse than it does.
Fixing it. Yeah, they should just fix it, make it free to play, and because they already have freaking microtransactions in this game when they said they wouldn't, and pay to win mechanics where you can basically pay for time savers and things like that. It should just go free to play and have it be microtransactions that fuel the rest of development.
Or do the right thing, and everybody that paid $60 never pays again.
Yeah, or something like that. Well, yeah, have them grandfathered in.
Anybody that wants to get in now, it's the subscription, but $100 is too much. $60 I could understand per year, at most for this game. If you want it to be like an MMO, until you get off the ground running and you've got enough subscribers that it makes sense to increase the price. But right now, best you're gonna do is $60 in my opinion, and then anybody that bought in before that actually said, okay, I believe in Bethesda, give them a pass for at least the next 2 to 5 years. At minimum. And then after that, we can talk. But Bethesda, stop screwing over your fan base so you can actually make some money again.
And also wash your helmets.
Soak it in bleach.
Mhm.
Then you'll have the white Fallout 76 helmet, because this die will probably all come off.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, did you have anything else to say about that, Will?
Nope.
How about you, Dan?
No, I think I'm good.
Alrighty, then we'll sign off for Manic Monday. As always, I'm Chris,
And I'm Will.
I'm Dan.
and we will see you
On the next Grillcast.